In this video, we're going to talk about a simple one-person business that can get you to $100,000 a year fairly predictably. We're going to spend 95% of our time talking about this one over here, which is why it's covered up. But I'd be amiss to not spend a couple minutes talking about YouTube. It is my highest recommendation. It is the one I personally talk about the most on this channel. It is the one that my coaching program is built around because I believe we can so consistently get people to $100,000 a year and way beyond using YouTube. So I'm going to spend a minute here in the beginning of the video and talk about why you should choose YouTube. And then we'll unlock this new model. Either one can consistently and predictably get you to $100,000 a year. And you'll see why it'll make sense as we look at the numbers and go through this. Before we go too much farther, a shout out to our sponsor. And by sponsor, I simply mean the product that we are building and just launched right now called FlowWave. If you're an entrepreneur who doesn't feel like you get enough out of your hours in a day, we want to change that. If you ever got to the end of a 12-hour day and say, man, I don't feel like I got enough done, we built FlowWave to become significantly more productive. In fact, I've already been testing it on the same tasks that I typically do. We had one task that usually takes up to 2 hours, and I was able to do it in 52 minutes with this thing. It's unbelievable. We have beta codes available. If you go to the link in the description and click on FlowWave, you'll see the demo video on there. We're giving out 25 beta codes to the first 25 people. Would love to have you sign up and get your feedback, but it's a crazy good product that I'm very, very, very excited about. So feel free to check that out down in the description. I've never got to do a sponsor shout out, even though it's my own product. So I guess that kind of counts. All right, let's dive in. Why YouTube? So we're always want to start with YouTube. Man, it is not gonna let me zoom in today. All right. So the reason we do YouTube, if you haven't followed this channel before, first of all, use an authority engine framework, which simply means a 1-1-1 framework. So we have one offer to one avatar to with one traffic source, obviously the traffic source being YouTube. If you learn how to do this, we've got plenty of videos on the channel talking about this. It's the majority of the videos on the channel. You can see this one is a great one to go back to. Most of the videos on the channel talk through this concept. That if you have just one avatar that you're very specifically talking to, combined with one core offer, you can add offers on the back end, but one core offer that you promote, it is unbelievably simple to get to consistent 10K months. It's predictable because these videos compound on one another. So the way YouTube works, and we will actually see a little piece of this in the strategy we're going to talk about here in a minute. But the reason it's so predictable is every single video is going to live for years and years and years and is going to help you grow. So let's say this video today, 2 years out, someone who has found my channel can still watch it. So it has a few elements to it. It has, first of all, that can be searched. Second of all, that the YouTube algorithm can push it out again at any time. But one of the reasons we love this model so much, and we focus in on one very, very specific avatar, is every video I put out is designed to bring in, let's say 1, 5, 10 of my very specific avatar. So when my avatar hits this channel, they're going to really love my content, which is why they're my avatar. And then they're going to want to go back and watch some of my other videos. So as I'm collecting my ideal avatar who wants to watch a lot of my content, that boosts the watch time up. As I get more and more of that ideal person watching my channel, the watch time gets boosted up. YouTube pushes it out more, both in search and in browse features. I want to say viral because short platforms, but in browse features. And the snowball effect of that makes this unbelievably predictable over time because your content becomes a library. As you collect more avatars, they want to go back and watch your library, which boosts up your content, especially if it's intentional content, which is a key piece of it. And eventually it's crazy scalable. I'll go over this more in this video right here, Escape the Cubicle, where the difference between $10,000 and $20,000 a month and $50,000 to $100,000 a month is literally just adding in one back-end offer. So really, really cool what you're able to do here. Unbelievably powerful. If you're already running a business and want to talk about this one-on-one, I would love to talk to you. You can use the link in the description to book a call, and I would love to talk to how to get you to consistent 10K months in a very predictable way. If you are the right person, it's very hard not to make that model work. So that is my highest recommendation when it comes to a one-person business model to do $100,000 a year by far. Plenty of videos on the channel about this. But some people have not yet fallen in love with YouTube. I will change your mind one day. But for this day, I want to give another strategy that is very, very simple to get there. And it's actually a really fun strategy. I did make a six-figure business doing this model exactly. And even though it's changed a little bit, there are also new resources now that make it, I don't want to say easier, it's just different to get there. So we're going to talk through this strategy, some of what worked for me and what's working now. And it is a UGC creator. Now, there's a lot, that's a very broad term. You can do a lot of things with this. You can do TikTok. There's a lot of people doing UGC on TikTok right now. I want to talk about it very much through the lens of the Amazon Influencer Program being the core, and two other ways we're monetizing this. So this is a three-pronged strategy for a UGC creator. You can obviously, I actually didn't even touch on this in this video and in this prep, but you can obviously expand on this even more by adding in TikTok or short form platforms and make deals with brands doing that. Okay, so let's go over kind of the three components of this. I want to start over here on the left, which is brand deals. So keep that in the back of your head that you can also eventually include TikTok into brand deals to sweeten the deal and charge more money, but that's a little bit down the road. So brand deals are kind of going to be the third way you make money, but I want to touch on it here in the beginning because the other two are going to feed into this. So how do you actually get brand deals? There are a lot of ways to do this. I want to just mention a couple that are what I used and are just very, very simple. Number one is you can make content on YouTube and Amazon Influencer, and they will reach out. So you want your content to be, or your email to be easily seen. They'll also reach out on Facebook. They'll reach out. When you make your Amazon Influencer account, you can, that looks small. We'll talk about why in a minute. This channel hadn't had a video in like 3 years and it still brings them money every month, which is just nuts. Which one was I looking for? And they'll reach out. So on here, you can actually connect your socials so that they're able to more easily find you. So just make sure you connect your socials to the account. So we'll use a reference to this a lot in this video because the software makes I also spelled viral wrong. Man, it's a day. We'll use the software. All this stuff can be done for free. This software is just a huge hack. There'll be a link in the description to the software. We also have really cool bonuses along with my full Amazon Influencer course that you get if you sign up for Viral View. But I want to go through some of the features. Most of it can be done manually, or you can use the software, which is just going to speed up your process. It's very, very possible to just get started in the business and then eventually bring it on as you're making enough money. And it's not very much, so it won't take very long. So let me show you what you can do with Viral View. Sorry about that. Viral View needed an update, so I had to do a quick pause there. And now let's talk about how to request products with Viral View. So I'm going to go to Creator Connections. I'm logged into the other account, which is that one right there. So let's switch over to my personal. Here we go. So one thing that is absolutely awesome about Viral View is you can go into this section, open products, select however many of these you want, and automatically send messages to brands, right? So brands will eventually reach out to you, the ones that want to reach out, but the ability for us to reach out quickly is really, really important. Now, you also can just manually go to a campaign, and then there's an opportunity, I think right here is the button to contact the brand, or message brands right here. That opens up all of your messages. But you can message the brand right here and do this individually, so you don't have to use Viral View for it. But Viral View's big hack is sorry, computer's being funky today. Is the ability to open it up and instantly message brands. I mean, you can message all of these brands asking for a free sample of their product. I love going to price. I love high ticket stuff, and I'll look for high-end, high-ticket items and just message brands. 20 a day, every day, just send them out. You can do it in 5 seconds and you will land. I mean, I've landed. I don't even do Amazon Influencer anymore because we're all in on the coaching program and on YouTube. But we did, I mean, even just using Viral View and kind of just doing this for fun a little bit on the side, I've gotten tens of thousands of dollars of free product from this company or from different brands using the product Viral View. So it's super powerful and it's very, very time efficient to just knock those out really quickly once a day. And then you can see all these messages I have with brands, and you can also have like a pipeline over here. So let me show you an example. I'll just grab a random one down here. You can come here, create a brand deal, and now here's what the ASIN in, here's the name, here's the notes. Is it new? Are you talking to them? Whatever. This is super helpful to stay organized, and then you can quickly access all of the brand deals that you have. Very cool feature inside of Viral View that is fairly new. So we can make content. They're going to reach out to us manually. We can request manually or use Viral View to pump these out. I mean, as a beginner, I think Viral View is $33 if you've only have like 100 videos or something. So you can use that and just get, I mean, you can get $33 of free product in 5 minutes using this thing. So then when they email you, ask who they know. So usually it's networks of these people who they kind of talk to each other and they recognize like, oh, this influencer responds. And I know that for a fact because, first of all, they told me before. But second of all, I've noticed if I start replying to a couple of them, I get hundreds of emails almost immediately. So they do talk with each other. Like, this is the brand. This is the influencer that will make more content for your brand. These guys charge. These guys will do it for free. So it's a good question. Say, hey, do you know any other brands who are looking for deals? Would you be willing to connect me? And then lastly, you can email me about this. I don't know if they're still open to new creators. I used to make a lot of money. I mean, I've made thousands from Thrasio. So basically, they'll give you free product. They're a massive aggregator who has a lot of brands under them, and they want creators to make content for them. So they'll give you free product. You make content on that free product, and not only do you get the Amazon commissions, then you get the extra commissions from Thrasio, which can be 10+% on top of that. So I made a lot of money promoting products for them. I think it used to be recommendation only, so I actually had someone who had to get me in the door. So if that's something you want, just email me at, I don't know what's going on my computer today. Well, I'm not going to be able to click it. Email me at info@jakethornhill.com, and I will send that over to you. It's crazy. I can't even type right now. I literally typed this all out right before the video. It's wild. Such is technology. All right. So that's how we're going to get brand deals. And again, you'll find more ways as you go. Another one is to, well, we'll talk about that one in a minute. I think I mentioned this in the Amazon influencer section. So the core of this strategy is actually built out around the Amazon influencer program. Now, if you're saying, Jake, I don't have a social, I can't get accepted, it is very, very, very easy to get accepted. You just need to be consistent on a platform for a little while. Go start a TikTok, go start talking about products that you like, then apply again. They'll see it and they'll accept you. Like, create review products for like a week, and you're also building up a catalog for the brands to see that you're promoting products. So starting to build your catalog on TikTok is a fine idea. And then you can use that. Or we'll talk about in a second, we'll talk about YouTube. And you can start YouTube first, build up a little bit of a following, and then leverage that to join the influencer program. Either one is perfectly fine. So first off, you're going to review everything you own. Now, this is a little bit counterintuitive now, because used to be you could review everything and you were guaranteed to make money because the platform didn't have a lot of competition. It doesn't work quite as well now. I mean, I have given this example a bunch, but I would used to like promote a little sandwich bag and make hundreds of bucks off it because everything made money, and that's just not the case. I just recommend getting started here because it's the low-hanging fruit, and you are guaranteed to make money off something if you promote enough stuff that you own. This is just always a really easy place to start that you don't have to think about too much. After that, you're going to use Viral View to identify the best opportunities from your Amazon list and friends. You can see this, again, when you go to the link in the description, it's actually going to take you to the page about Viral View that shares our bonuses and has a full review. So I'm not going to go and show you like every element of Viral View. It's not the point of this video. But when you click the link in the description, my review video is there. But what it can do is it can actually go through your entire Amazon search history and find the best opportunities. So it can find the ones with the best viral score. It can find the ones that aren't showing influencer videos at all, so you know to stay away from those. But what I'd like to do is after you've reviewed everything you own, you come back in and say, okay, now that I have all these videos posted, which ones are performing and which ones aren't performing. So Viral View will also tell you which videos are showing in the top carousel, which ones are showing in the bottom carousel, and then which ones are showing in both. So the ones that are showing in both, we don't need to do anything with, but the ones that aren't showing up at all, we can, or aren't showing up or just showing up in bottom, we can go back and create more videos for the ones that are like the best opportunities. And then we can also go over to friends' houses, parents' houses, whatever, and say, hey, can we connect this to yours? I did this at my parents' house. One Thanksgiving I did this. I only reviewed 4 items, and I made like $2,000 from those 4 items. Because again, I just went over to their house. I said, let me connect your Amazon account to this. It basically just scans their order history and shows you the best opportunities of the stuff that they have. So then I made a video on the few best things and made a lot of money from it. One was like a Ring doorbell. One was a water heater. One was some kind of cooker, like turkey cooker. Goodness, it's been a morning. Sorry, guys. But these are raw videos. I'm not editing this. So doing that will help you make a lot of money, finding the best opportunities from the stuff that you have and friends and family. Most won't have a problem with this at all. Take all brand deals. Now, in the beginning, it's going to be a matter of like, I don't have enough products. As you do this for a little while, you will quickly get to the point where you have too many products. So in the beginning, I recommend work for free. Now, the reason we can work for free is because the creator connections. So creator connections is this right here. These you can see here, this one's has a 10% commission rate. This one has a 10%, 10%, 10%. I've seen up to like 20% on some things, 15% here. So these companies are offering extra incentive in addition to what you would normally get, which is like that 2 to 4% commission from Amazon. So we'll work for free because we know creator connections will pay us a lot more money if we make sales on these products. So we're working for free, but it's because we know we'll make more on the back end. Then once you start having so many products that you just don't have time, start charging, right? Start by charging $20. And then again, when you're too backed up, move it up to 30 to 40 to 50. These brands, they don't pay it quite as easily as they used to because they used to not have a lot of people they could ask. So they are a little more hesitant to pay now, but especially if they like the work you're doing for them, they will pay good creators. For buy with intent, so another thing that Viral View will do is it will actually scan. So say you were to look up, gosh, this is random. Well, we'll say if you were to look up house recliner or recliner for your home or something, you can look through all of the listings on that page and it will show you the best viral score, the one that has the best likelihood of making you money. The reason I say that is because one of my best products ever actually was a heated massage recliner like this. Even on YouTube, it's already done 27,000 views over the last 2 years, and it's brought in probably well over $10,000 at this point because I bought it with intent. I bought the one that I knew not only that I wanted, but it would also have the intent or the possibility of ranking really, really well. So when you buy with intent, use Viral View to identify things that have the highest likelihood of going viral or the highest likelihood of ranking, and that way your things that you're going to buy anyway, just buy the version that you have the higher likelihood of making money with. Number 5, then you can start investing. Once you're starting to make a little bit of money, $1,000, $2,000, $3,000, now take 10 to 20% of that and go say, now I'm going to go look for opportunities, right? Now instead of just buying with intent, so like, I want to buy a recliner, I like these 5, let me buy the one with the most opportunity. Now we're going to go out and actually find things with the most opportunity. So it's not things that I would buy anyways, it is things that I'm going to invest into this because I see an opportunity to make money with it. And again, Viral View is going to help you identify what those best opportunities are. We did some of this. Again, there was so much, everything ranked back then. But again, I actually didn't do these two nearly as well back then, which is why to hit 100,000, I think you need all 3. It'd be hard to hit just straight 10K a month with just the Amazon influencer program, but with all 3, it's not difficult. We invested a decent amount, at least $7,000 to $10,000 maybe would be my guess. One mistake I made that I wish I would have done better back then was because I was still learning. I was just starting to make money with it. I invested in a lot of low ticket stuff. I didn't do a lot of high ticket, and high ticket just has less competition and more opportunity. And all of my best videos, you can see this. All of these are relatively high ticket. So shoes, this was that webcam was probably $100 to $200 at the time when I bought it. This is a $200 desk. This is like a $250 recliner. This is my buddy's trampoline because he let me review some of their stuff while they were out of town once. I home watched, made sure his house was okay, and he let me review his videos. It was really funny. We made $7,000 or $8,000 in the first 8 months. I haven't tracked it since, but it made a lot of money from that week doing that. Shoes. So you can see a lot of my stuff is higher ticket. So if you are going to invest, I highly recommend doing less items that are higher ticket. Maybe start with low ticket items or mid ticket, but eventually go up to higher. Most of these would be considered mid ticket. Most of these would be mid ticket, not high ticket. And then finally, we're going to use creator connections. This is one of the biggest advantages that you have now that didn't exist back when I did this with 6 figures. Sorry, the video is a little clunky. I don't know why my computer is just so jacked up today, but the information is still what it is. So hopefully the information is helpful to you. So here is what I think is one of the biggest hacks when it comes to Amazon influencer and UGC world right now is this right here. So again, I haven't made a video. I think we had one spurt. I don't have it pulled up. Let's look at latest real quick. So I mean, you can just know for sure. This one doesn't count. This is in that third category. So we have some that were 8 months ago, not many. So we made a small handful 8 months ago, a small handful 9 months ago. Majority of these videos, though, are 1, 2. The majority are in like the 2 to 2.5 years ago, was when 95% of these videos were made. So I'm not making a lot of money right now straight up on this because, again, these videos are super old, which is the beauty of the program, too. It's like not only are you going to earn right now, but if you were to hit $10,000 a month right now doing this, that's probably going to last you for 5 years. It's going to continue to go down, but it is going to continue to earn for you for 5 years, which is crazy about this opportunity. But it's this piece right here, the creator connections. So what I can do now, even with these videos being so old, these brands will come in and just randomly decide to make a campaign. Well, I have videos from tons and tons and tons of different brands. If they decide to run a campaign, all I have to do with Viral View is click this button right here, accept, and start. It goes through all of my old videos and then sees if there are any brands, any of the brands that I made videos for, if they are currently running the campaign, and connects it. And then if I make a sale, now I'm making that 10% as opposed to just the 5%. So imagine doing this when you're intentionally creating, and like these are videos that are still ranking, that are still making sales for you. You could make thousands and thousands of dollars. You could potentially make more from creator connections than you even do like the core of the program. Sorry, I messed that up. But the core of the program. But the fact that even now when I'm not doing Amazon influencer and haven't for years, I can click that button and just make a free $141 just for fun by clicking that button is crazy. If you were doing this actively, it would make a ridiculous. Viral View is worth it for that feature alone, in my opinion. That and the quick brand messaging is unbelievable. Eventually, you can also add it to UK and Canada. I haven't had a lot of success with Canada. We've made some money from the UK, so my recommendation is probably just connecting the UK. But Viral View has a new feature there, too, that I haven't explored. You can check that out when you get into the program. So these are our first two components, our brand deals, our Amazon influencer. The Amazon influencer is really going to funnel back in to help us get brand deals. And then lastly is YouTube. Now, I made another video that went over this in more depth. It's this one right here. It's not that far back. It was like 3 weeks ago at the time of this recording. So you can see it, the number one side hustle right here. Go watch that video where I go more into the YouTube side of this. But this is an area that we left a lot of money on the table. And the reason is we didn't use Repurpose.io well enough. I'll explain that here in a minute. So how are we going to earn from YouTube? So we are going to use Repurpose.io from influencer videos. So all of these videos we're making. Now, if I were to be making a video for influencer and a video for YouTube, I'm making them differently because with an Amazon influencer video, I can't have a call to action. I can't tell them to buy. I can't tell them use the link in the description. You've got to be much more. It's just a review video. Well, if I'm going to be selling on YouTube, I need to have a call to action. So my call to action in these videos is I have a free link down in the description, which is a free training to my consistent 10K months. That link is down in the description. I would be making a call to action about everything I promote. Well, since I can't do that because I'm repurposing these videos, what you can actually do, and I didn't do, was use repurpose.io and use one of their templates and basically add a text to the video that says link in the description for best price or something like that. So that way, when you repurpose, there's still a call to action with text. So that would make a massive, massive difference. Again, like do not sleep on this. Let me go back to popular. This is done to say $250 item that has done 27,000 views. We made $10,000 plus with the Amazon influencer side alone. We've made some with this, but we don't have an explicit call to action, which means I can almost guarantee you I've lost 5 figures of sales on this product because there wasn't an explicit call to action. Also lost some because the product changed. And this is actually another great feature of Viral View. If they ever pull a product and you need to relink it, it tells you that your ASIN is no longer attached to it, which is really very helpful because I lost money there because of that too. So all that being said, make sure you're repurposing to make sure you're using a template with repurpose.io. I don't think I'll add our affiliate link to repurpose.io down below. That simply means you don't pay anymore, but we have a bonus package we've either already made or are going to make. So I'll send you free bonuses if you decide to pick that up through our link as well. Same with Viral Review. We do have our bonus page set for that though. Next is use the Cookie Dollar software to find opportunities. It's like $17 for a course and the software. Go watch this video if you want to learn more about that. But it's a software to find opportunities. This is looking for opportunities on Amazon. This software is looking for opportunities on YouTube. So here's this mug. It will go out and see how many other people have made videos on this mug, the ranking for it, that kind of thing. But it's really helpful to find videos. So you're not making videos about random stuff, but you actually know the ones that you make have a high likelihood of ranking and making more money on YouTube. So I highly recommend screen recording high ticket items. I tested this the other day. I talked about it in that other video too, but this one right here, I don't think it's going to show me, but this is literally a screen recording of me looking at this product. We actually have it, but I just wanted to test this out. So what you can do is go find crazy high ticket items, do screen recorded reviews with like Loom or something, and then post them on YouTube. You cannot do that with the Amazon Influencer Program. They will kick you off. You have to physically have the product. But on YouTube, you can do that. So when I say you should be reviewing high-ticket items, let me give you the perfect example of this. I got this for my wedding, was a Hulk Rolex, which was $15,000 to $20,000. I think I bought it around $15,000 to $17,000. And I think on Amazon it was like between $20,000 and $22,000. So what I figured I bought it literally to resell it. I wanted to wear it during the wedding. I ended up reselling it. I only made like $500 to $700, but I had a Rolex during my wedding, which was really cool. And I couldn't believe it, but I actually put a review video up on Amazon of that Rolex because I figured why not? And I made like a $450 commission. I've only made one, but I made a $450 commission from that Rolex. So this is why high ticket items are just 100% worth it. So if you're going to do a lot of screen recording, go find those high ticket items. Don't do exclusively high ticket because you want to have a little more of a consistency when it comes to making money, but don't neglect those high ticket items, $1,000 to $5,000, that range. Lastly, make sure you have an email address available so that brands can find you. So for example, in this one, we add our email right here. And then we also add it on like the about section. It should be right here too, and it's not. You can add this in the back office. We'll just allow companies to easily find your email because we want them to contact us for brand deals. So this is the strategy. Again, sorry, my computer's just being jacked up right now. This video ended up much longer than I thought it would be, but hopefully the information is helpful. If you follow this strategy and you are making money from these three, and eventually you can even add on brand deals for TikTok as well, it would be very hard to within a few months. If you're doing, depending on your volume, right? This all depends on how much content you're getting out. You can definitely start hitting consistent 8 to 10K months within 3 to 4 months if you were actually consistent with this. At this point, even my computer is dying on me. So we're going to call it there. I hope this was helpful. If you have questions, ask me in the comments. You can always email me at info@jakethornhill.com. More than happy to clarify this or make another video that needs a follow-up if it's necessary. Go try this strategy out. And my highest recommendation always, make sure to sign up to start a YouTube channel. Use the link down in the description if you want to book a call and talk one-on-one how to hit consistent 10K months with your YouTube. And check out the other videos on the channel where I go into that more depth. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you again very soon on the next video.